Real quickly, I just want to show you guys how you can save a ton of time when you are solo dungeon farming. For example, a lot of us are probably farming Ironhold or Blind Burrows or something, so if you're solo farming, you're just going to save a ton of time with this method. Video is going to be short, so make sure to drop a like if you find it helpful. Helps me out a ton, you know, YouTube algorithm crap. Alright, anyways, getting into it, the main thing that this is going to be beneficial for is saving an entire loading screen, or 2 loading screens rather, but you're also going to get to retain your XP potions. These usually give you a pretty decent bit of power, but also obviously extra XP. So as you can see, I'm in Ironhold. I've done pretty much the entire clear here of the farm. If you want to know some of the best XP farms, link in the description. They'll probably nerf this one pretty soon, but this should remain relevant regardless of the farm that you're doing. So normally if you're solo, you want to leave the dungeon, and then either after leaving the dungeon, you either log out, or you're going to go back to town so that you reset it. This is going to incur 2 different loading screens, going back and then coming back. But as you can see, I'm going to zone right out, and then I'm going to zone right back in, and the dungeon is going to be reset. Not going to cut anything here, just so you know we're clear that this is actually happening. So as you saw, I did about half of the dungeon, and boom, I'm in Ironhold, and the dungeon is completely reset. I didn't have to do anything, and if I had an XP potion, I would get to keep my XP potion. So that's pretty nice. I'm just going to show you guys that the dungeon is actually indeed reset. As you can see, boom, the dungeon is reset. So let's get into how you actually want to do this. Sure, this is a bug, so make sure to abuse it while you can. They'll probably patch it pretty soon, knowing Blizzard at this point. But basically, what you want to do is you start a Nightmare dungeon, and you just do the first objective, whatever it is, doesn't matter what dungeon it is. You do the first objective, but you don't finish it, and then you go and farm whatever dungeon you want to do. Make sure you don't leave game, and then by doing that, you will basically get to reset permanently. Every time that you leave the dungeon, it'll just reset over and over. So I'm going to demonstrate that. I would recommend crafting a sigil that is just really low so you can just plow through it. I don't want to waste my materials. I have like a tier 24 or something, so we'll just go do that and I'll demonstrate it. I don't have access to Shadow Plunge. I don't have access because this is my second character. What a meme, man. Alright, I guess we're crafting one. I'm just going to make an ancestral one just because I don't really know if it works if you make a sacred one. I don't see why it wouldn't work, but I'm just going to do... Alright, we got Core Dragon. I'll do that one. Oh, alright, I can do that one. Let's go. Alright, we have arrived at our little Nightmare dungeon here. So like I said, we're basically just going to do the first objective, and then we're just going to leave. Obviously, the elephant in the room is that this takes time to do it, but it takes like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something to do this. And if you plan to farm for like even an hour or 2 hours, it's worth it because you get to use your XP potion, which often increases your damage. But also, who wants to wait in the loading screen while you're farming? You know, you're just going to save a lot of time if you plan on farming for multiple hours or whatever, and it's also just not very fun being AFK every 30 seconds when you, or every 2 minutes, I guess, when you finish a dungeon clear. But anyways, we're just going to activate the gate control, whatever that means, and I don't want to make you guys sit through this, so I'm just going to speed it up. Alright, I have activated the gate control. I'm just going to open up the gate just in case. I'm pretty sure you don't actually have to progress this part of it, but I'm just going to do it just in case. So now that it says travel to the next place or whatever, I'm just going to leave. So I'm going to go, and I'm not going to cut any of this at this point because I want to demonstrate that it works. So I'm going to go do Ironhold, and I'll do, like, I guess I'll do like half of it or something for you guys, and then I'll just show you that it resets, and then that's pretty much the video. Pretty sure you can use this for any dungeon. Pretty sure any Nightmare dungeon should work perfectly fine. Haven't done like extensive testing on this. My friend showed it to me, so big shout out to my boy Vanilla. And you guys should thank him as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be making build videos for pretty much every single character and every build. So make sure to be subbed if you're interested in that. And also, anytime there's an... Oh my god. I got a hairball in my mouth, dude. Anytime... I have a cat. Okay, don't get mad at me. I'm not weird. Anytime there's an XP nerf, I will be making updated videos. God, I hate that I have to keep that in because I told you guys that I wasn't going to edit it anymore. God damn it. Alright, anyways. So I'm just going to do the first part of Ironhold. I took the long way this time because I'm a Giga Chad. We just always find the dude. What up, dude? We found you. Hiding in the closet. Let's go. Take him down. And then we're going to get his key. And then I'll just do like the first pack just to demonstrate that it actually works. Don't want to waste more of your guys' time than we need to here. So I'll do the first little big pack after the thingy. I'm pretty sure they're going to nerf this dungeon because this dungeon, the mob packs are pretty much the bugged ones. So probably do Blind Burrows or Older's Cave or whatever it's called once they nerf this one. But who knows? Maybe if we're lucky they'll actually buff Nightmare Dungeons and then we don't have to do this crap anymore. Where did this guy go? There's also a way that you can do some like Nightmare Dungeon resetting shenanigans, which might be the strat once Nightmare Dungeons get buffed. If they get buffed, we can pray for that. I don't even think at this point I need to really do a big pack to demonstrate it, but whatever. I'll just here's one big pack. All right, pop all my stuff, kill everything. Woohoo, there's a damage reduction mob that's ruining my life. Anybody else's life ruined by damage reduction mobs? Let's go. I don't even know where he is. There's like 10 of them this pack. Big. Really making my build look terrible for the YouTube. That's fantastic. Alright. Killed everything, as you can see. Now I'm just going to leave the dungeon. Leaving the dungeon, leaving the dungeon. Can't edit it because I want to show you guys. So, left the dungeon, and all I got to do is zone right back in, like I did at the start of the video. And the entire dungeon should be reset, and you can do this as long as you want. So, in the process, you negate having to load through 2 extra loading screens. Just saves you a lot of time. It makes farming less miserable, even though it already is pretty miserable getting barely any XP and barely any loot because they keep nerfing it, but it's probably your best bet. So as you can see, it's reset. You can keep doing this. I've tested it, doing it like 5 times in a row, and it keeps working. Ooh, I got a treasure goblin. I'm going to kill the treasure goblin, and then I'm just going to zone out, and then we'll zone right back in. And if this works, then it might be better to do a nightmare dungeon, or sorry, any dungeon that you can just clear, like, I don't know, 1 lane of massive mobs in like 30 seconds. If you don't have to deal with any of the loading screens. If I leave right now and it's fully reset, that would probably be the strategy. So if you know of any dungeons like that, leave it down in the comments, as this may literally alter what you want to do in terms of the dungeon farm. Because Iron Hold is good if you calculate like all of the dungeon, like it's like 3 minutes, 2.5, 3 minutes, but you got to run all the way to those elite packs. But if there's a dungeon where there's elite packs at the start, that might actually be better. It does appear to be reset because the door is closed, and there should be some mobs when I get to this point. So yeah, it is reset. So it resets instantly, pretty much regardless of you completing any sort of objective or not. Don't know why, but yeah. So this is pretty abusable. Let me know in the comments if you guys find anything out. Let me know in the comments if you found the video helpful. Drop a like. See you guys later. Enjoy the farm before they nerf it probably tomorrow. Sorry. All right, have a good one, guys.